The update at Wits is that the students have gathered and in numbers as the morning time passes. They are behind me protesting. They continue to fight for their right, as they say, for free education. But with me to tell us a bit more is Kefense Mkai, who's just going to tell us what's happening today and what should we expect from the students of the University of the Witwatersrand. Thank you very much for joining us. So just tell us, how do you feel about today? We know that management has said that academic activities must continue, but others have the right and the space to protest.
Look, obviously we're very disappointed for the fact that management has painted the narrative that we're not willing to engage them. We have tried on Friday and they postponed, and they never even tried to make an offer to make up for Friday. We have been trying to engage, trying to push for the fact that we have a General Assembly, we have an imbizo, before we even consider reopening. And they are showing us clearly that they are not even for this call that we are making. In fact, they are working against us as much as they can, because it means that they still see us as hooligans, they still see us as the barbarians, and they continuously say we are the minority, and that's a lie. You saw the numbers on Friday, is the majority of the students, and it's not even about the numbers that you see here. We speak for the majorities that can't be heard. We speak the same voice as the people in UKZN, where there's no media coverage on daily basis. We speak for the people in TUT, we speak for people in DUT, we speak for people in Limpopo, we speak for everyone, because this is not a Wits issue, it's a national call. And you cannot keep saying it's the minority looking at a particular sample. You have to take everyone into consideration, because we are all comrades fighting the same cause. So today we are met with force again, because they brought police, and you know what that means. That is a possible violence situation is going to emanate, because we have seen through the past days that whenever there's no police on campus, there's no violence, because we are striking for a genuine call, and we always encourage peaceful protest. We always encourage high morale, high discipline in this road to higher, free, quality and decolonized education. But every time the police are on campus, they are used violently in order to suppress us and to victimize us. But we are saying no amount of police, no amount of soldiers, no amount of arrogance, no amount of provocation will stop us from calling, for this quality, and decolonized education, because it speaks to an African child. It speaks to that child in Soweto. It speaks to that child in the village who's studying so hard without a textbook in front of them, in a mud school, some under the trees, who are willing to enter the space, but they are going to be barred by the simple thing that they don't have free education, and that thing, it means that if you don't have money in this country, you can't study further. You can't acquire the skills you need in order to eradicate poverty in your family, immediately, and within your society. And, they have made us seem like the call we are making, it's something that comes out of the air. It's something practically impossible. We are calling for something that was promised to us. When they promised that thing to us, they already knew that it was impossible. They already knew that it was feasible. Otherwise, they wouldn't have made that promise. But now that we are calling it, they are calling us hooligans. They are saying we are calling for impossible things. But whenever parastatals, want to get out of help, they are not commission set up. There's no setback. But we will continue fighting, because we know that the call that we are calling for, it's a liberation for an African poor child in this country.
So we understand that there are some students who are angered by the fact that communication with management has been only via emails and minimum. We also understand that leadership has taken it upon themselves to only take interviews that are live because of media representation. Just tell us a bit more about that.
Look, obviously the media has been working against us. If you say anything, I would say universities, the government, the media are all on the same side. Because they are trying to paint this thing as if we are calling for something that is not reasonable. They are trying to make our call, they are trying to diminish it as much as they can, and they're trying to paint us as hooligans. We make interviews, and then later on they are edited by whoever who edits them and change the narratives, you understand? So we are willing to take, live interviews so that we can tell our own story, so we can prove to society that we are not violent. We've been here for quite a number of hours now, and there hasn't been violence. All we've been doing is mobilizing within the space that was designated to us. We've been showing the world each and every day that we're peaceful, but every day the media is trying to work against us, and we feel that it's high time we told our story as it is, without any background editing that will try to change the story.
So just a last question, tell us where to from here. We know that academic activities were supposed to start today and others were allowed to protest. So where to from here, and what is the fight?
Look, obviously the fight is quite clear. I think you can't be asking me that question to say what is the fight. Everybody knows the fight, We've been saying it. It's been 3 weeks now. This is the 4th week. We've been saying one thing: free, quality, and decolonized education. As to how we're going to move, I can't disclose that, because the dogs are waiting for us. And as soon as we expose our strategy, we'll be met with force. All I can say is we're going to continue protesting within the designated area. We're going to keep being peaceful. Whatever happens will happen, because we know they're going to even provoke us within the very same spaces they've designated for us. You can see there was already police cars, and they only said police will enter when we, move outside our boundaries. So it means that they are ready to arrest us, they are ready to shoot, they are ready to kill us. And we're saying, look, it's a cause we have chosen, it's a cause we understand. We have proven ourselves beyond reasonable, because we have not only identified the problem, we have come up with a reasonable model whereby even, some people are saying, students have come up with solutions that we never even thought of. So we have proven ourselves to, we've proven our readiness to lead this country forward. We've proven our readiness to provide solutions, understand? And I feel right now by the state and the university especially objecting us, they're simply trying to say to the nation, the black child is not ready to liberate this country. The black child's intellect is good for nothing. Because I think in this case, especially in the case of Wits University, it should be the one endorsing our model. It should be the one priding itself with the model that we have made, because it's a research institution, so they say. Why aren't they taking this particular research into consideration? Because it seeks to liberate a black child.
Thank you very much. As we've heard, the fight continues for free, quality, decolonized education.